Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Steph. If you haven't tuned in before, thank you so much for watching. If you're an old hat and if you watch my channel before, thank you for retuning in. I have tried to film this so many times and I cannot condense it, so I'm going to try and be really quick. So I'm 2 weeks postpartum. I had a baby boy, Isaac Knox. The video's up there if you want to watch it. I'm 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks postpartum. I've got clearance from my GP to start losing weight. I gained about 14 kilograms during pregnancy and I have lost about 11 and a half of those already. So that's about 25 pounds if you follow the imperial metric, whatever. Anyway, I've got clearance, as I said, from my general practitioner to start losing more weight. I would like to lose somewhere in the vicinity of 30 to 50 kilograms. Sounds like a lot, I know. I have yo-yo dieted since I was about 11 years old, with my weight for a really long time. I wanted to find a plan that was more focused on moderation, on intuitive eating. I've been watching Stephanie Buttermore's All In journey with probably a lot of other people and being really fascinated by it. The Weight Watchers Purple Plan, the WW Purple Plan, seemed like the perfect plan for me. It was focused, or is focused, on 300 whole foods, lots of things like wholemeal couscous, wholemeal pasta, wholemeal rice, low-fat dairy. I'm gonna eat full-fat, just as a disclaimer, because that's what my family eats and that's what I prefer. Fruits, vegetables, like even potatoes, sweet potato, all that is 0 points, and in theory you can eat as much as you want. I know that still requires some discipline and moderation, which is why a lot of people choose to do the blue or green plan. That being said, I am breastfeeding. So I get 30 smart points daily at the moment. That is 16 to begin with, plus 9 for breastfeeding, plus about 5 extra because I am overweight and I get more to start with. So I sort of half started yesterday and was waiting for a grocery order and realized I didn't have all the things I needed to fully implement this to its best effect. So today is officially my first day. So I thought I would show you what I eat in a day. And yeah, if you are interested in a more detailed explanation as to how I got to this point, why I've chosen WW, what my experience with weight loss, weight gain is. But yeah, I've yo-yo dieted my entire life. So if you want more sort of a backstory on that, if you're interested, I'll probably do that in a later video, but I just want to keep this as short and sweet as possible. And without further ado, you're gonna get to see what I eat in a day. Oh my God, I've been watching so many other people's what I eat in a day, just as a disclaimer. And there are a couple, and I can't think of their names because I haven't watched that many of their videos yet. And they are so Southern American and I just love listening to their accents. They're literally like, okay, so I'm gonna go and get myself some Taco Bell, and I just love it. Anyway, I'm gonna go. Bye. My little 2.5-year-old's mixing the eggs. Good morning. So this is my first proper full day on WW, and I'm on the purple plan, and I'm just gonna film what I'm eating for my first day. I've been watching so many American what I eat a day, especially Southern ones, and they're just like super big on iced coffee. So I'm gonna start by having like a maple flavored iced coffee. So I'm using this Queen sugar-free maple flavored syrup. I should add that I have done Weight Watchers many times before, so this is not unfamiliar to me. But yeah, I'll just show you what I eat for breakfast. Breakfast is gonna be my biggest meal. I am exclusively breastfeeding. I'm only 2 weeks postpartum. I'm using unsweetened cashew milk just because it's only 1 point for a cup. You can use whatever you like. And I'm also going to have some Special K, which is 4 points for a cup. Somewhere, anyway, with a banana. And I'm also having a piece of toast with some eggs because I'm hungry. So I just kind of have half a banana for now because that was a pretty big banana and I actually find the texture of banana weird. So I have to have it in certain amounts, but I also really enjoy the taste. It's weird. It's conflicting. I've got a slice of Bergen soy Lin for 2 points in there, and it's all mixed. Thank you. You did a good job. Can I have the fork? Yep. And then I'm just gonna add like a little bit of water to this and cook these in the microwave. I'm gonna pop a little bit of sriracha on my eggs just to give it a bit of extra flavor. And breakfast, yeah, is nearly done. My eggs in the microwave, and they take about 2 minutes or a minute per egg. That's if I'm doing it for one. If I do it for two, then obviously I make them nicer for the family. So I have my cup of Special K with some unsweetened almond cashew milk. Some unsweetened cashew milk. I think I'm going to have to add another half a cup to my measurements. I've got 2 eggs on a piece of Bergen. I'm going to put some sriracha on it. I've got also a little bit of salt. and I've got my iced coffee and my water. So I'm all set for day one, and I believe this is about 8 points. So I've just had a cup of tea with like a tiny bit of milk, and holding Isaac, trying to get my water in, and yeah, not much happening because we're in pretty strict lockdown. So this is going to be a pretty stock standard stay at home kind of what I eat a day, that's for sure. So I'm just starting to prep my lunch. I'm going to do some roasted veggies and marinate some chicken in some spices and some yogurt and some sriracha. And I've also got some sweet potato that I'm going to roast up. And then I'm going to have some wholemeal couscous and just sort of mix it all through, and some feta. So I think it's going to be about a 4-point lunch, so pretty low point-wise. So I've got juice of half a lemon, but it was a super juicy lemon, so I mean, use as much as you want. About half a tablespoon of sriracha, some salt, and some Greek yogurt. I'm using full fat. I've got about probably 2 to 3 tablespoons in here. I'm just going to mix that in, and then I'm going to add in some spices, and then I'm going to put some chicken in there. But I'm going to do the veggies first because I don't like to cut stuff on the same breadboard. So I've got about a teaspoon of cumin, teaspoon of paprika, maybe a quarter to half a teaspoon of oregano, and similar of garlic salt, and I'll just mix all that in, and I'll add the chicken in a moment. I'm just going to cut up some onion, red onion now, and just pop it into chunks, and then put it on the tray to roast. And then once I've done that, pumpkin, sweet potato, and some beetroot. You can use whatever veggies you like. I just feel like these work well together. Chuck that in the compost in a minute. So I'm probably gonna, I don't know, maybe each half in about 8. Chuck it on the tray. I'll do a little bit of olive oil as well. Then I'm just gonna cut up, I don't know how much pumpkin this would be, maybe 300 grams. My knife is blunt, it needs sharpening. Oh, pumpkin's such an annoying thing to cut. I just thought while I'm doing this, I'll talk a little bit more about why I've chosen to do this plan in particular. So I sort of briefly mentioned that I really didn't want to have to track much, and I really wanted to focus on eating lots of whole foods and good foods, and I didn't want to stop or have any issues with my breast milk supply. So as soon as I have, I guess, any issues, I'm going to stop, because I really don't want to affect my supply. But you'll see from what I'm eating today, like, I shouldn't have any problems. I'm just going to leave the skin on the pumpkin too. I like the taste of it. My husband doesn't, but this is not for him. He'll probably eat something disgusting like party pies or sausage rolls or turnip noodles or something, or a ham and cheese toasty, which is probably what I would eat if I wasn't organised like this. So this is kind of why I'm also sort of getting into it pretty soon after giving birth, because I just don't want to gain weight, and I would like to gradually lose some weight as well, as I've mentioned, for health reasons, not because I am vain. I mean, I am. Don't get me wrong. I certainly would like to look better and fit into more clothes. I love shopping. Not that I'm going anywhere at the moment because of COVID-19, but yeah, I mean, hopefully when all this is over and it's summer, I'd like to be able to go to the beach with the boys and not be so self-conscious. I've worked on that a lot, but obviously it's still there. Doing some beetroot. That one's looking a bit sad. I bought these ages ago. Yeah, so that's sort of my main reasons for doing this. I definitely don't feel fit. I generally eat relatively healthily, but it's probably, my diet's probably more like 60-40 or like 70-40. And I'd like it to be like 90-10. I definitely don't ban sugar in this house or anything like that. It's not really, I don't want him to kind of grow up with the attitudes towards food that I had. So I think that's really important as well. I'm just using this wholemeal couscous, and I used about 3/4 of a cup. I'm planning to have this over obviously multiple days. And I'm just gonna use some chicken stock and some boiling hot water to cook that. And yeah, I'll let it cool, and then everything will get combined together. Before I cut up the chicken, I'm just going to have a snack. I am having 2 of these because they're only 1 point for 2 Vita Wheats, and I'm going to have a tablespoon of hummus with it. I just buy Yumi's. I love it. It's good. I'm still peckish, so I'm probably going to have an apple as well, I think. So that will be my snack before lunch. Baked the chicken on some baking paper. I'm cutting up probably a bit over half of it to throw through the salad here, which is just the wholemeal couscous, probably about 1.5 cups cooked, about 2 cups of spinach, and the roasted veggies. And then I'm going to stir through that chicken. I'll leave a few pieces just plain, just in case I decide I want to have like a little bit of a snack a 0-point snack. And then I'm going to dress the salad with some lemon, and I think I might have a little bit of hummus just for a point, just as a bit of a dressing. I might even make up like a hummus Greek yogurt lemony type dressing to go with my salad, and also putting in about 3 points worth of feta, but I'm not going to add that to here. I probably actually might keep the chicken separate as well. Maybe a little bit over a third of the salad. I've had about 30 grams of feta and probably a bit over a third of the chicken, and that's the finished product. It looks pretty good. I'm pretty excited to eat it. The only thing that would make this better for me is if I had some like seeds or walnuts for crunch, but then that would add to the points, and I'm not sure it's worth it today. But I just made a little hummus, lemon juice and sriracha dressing, so that's what's on top for 1 point. I didn't quite feel satisfied after lunch, so I have got some sort of dessert, which is the salted caramel YoPro and 18 chocolate chips. That's as many as I could have for 2 points, and some strawberries. And I'm also going to check out the points on this air popped popcorn. It might be 0. I'm hoping it's 0. So sadly, because it obviously has oil and some salt on it, these are 3 points rather than none. So I don't feel like wasting 3 points right now. I'm going to have this, have a coffee, drink some more water. I've added some lemon to it this time, and hopefully feel a bit more satisfied. It's 3 o'clock and I'm starving. I blame breastfeeding. So I'm having 2 Wheat Bix, the other half a banana, and some cashew milk for 4 points. So for dinner, I have this chicken curry. It's got lentils, sweet potato, spinach, onion, ginger, garlic, a little bit of tomato paste, and some coconut milk, just light coconut milk. I think it's about 6 points. I think that's what I calculated as. And then if I'm hungry for dessert, I will have some fruit. This is a super generous dinner. Maybe just gonna have half a chapati or a spoonful of Greek yogurt for 1 point. And hopefully I think this should satisfy me really nicely. I just don't have any brown basmati at the moment, but in future I will be able to do this even less points, so that will be perfect. It is the end of the day. I'm feeling like more in control. I feel like my eating is starting to I feel like the food that I've eaten today has been tasty and satisfying, and I'm a little bit hungry here and there. It's sort of just an adjustment period. But yeah, I think, can't tell I'm tired. It's an adjustment period, but I think that I will really enjoy this plan. And I really enjoyed making this video. So if you like what you saw, if you liked what you watched, if you liked what you viewed, please feel free to give it a thumbs up. And please leave me a comment. Have you tried Weight Watchers before? Are you currently doing WW? What plan are you on? Have you tried purple before? Just let me know any tips and tricks, anything that you feel like you want to pass on. And yeah, I will see you guys all in the next video. Thanks for watching.